everybody, welcome back to QOTD. It is the daily recap show. It's actually our first daily recap show of the week, so we're going to get our first QOTD. For those of you who are new to QOTD, QOTD is the question of the day show, the game show that lets you be on the air, and you can join us on the air by recording your video answers to awesome daily questions.
And you can also join us by voting for your favorite answers to determine who makes it to the weekly Big Show Championship that happens on Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to show you how to make it on the air with us for our Thursday Big Show. We're also going to take a look at one of our favorite fan answers to today's question, and it has to do with building the ultimate team to defeat some very scary opponents.
By the way, to be the best QOTD competitor, you should be the first one to get the QOTD in your inbox. And you can do that by clicking the subscribe button on YouTube or clicking register on our website at beyondtheair.com. But go ahead and click subscribe. That's the easy way.
All right, now without further ado, today's QOTD. Drumroll, please. Which celebrity would you want on your zombie apocalypse survivor squad?
Oh. So one of these like high value questions. I like
oh, yes.
There's
definitely a lot of thought processes that go into it. I picked Gordon Ramsay. I think he would keep us fed, and he's kind of scary. I think he could fend off the zombies, or at least insult them on like a deeply personal level.
He would whip your team into shape. You'd be saying, "Yes, chef, I will throw the axe."
Dude, you're running from the undead all day, like you're gonna get hungry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You can cook brains.
I'm sure. I mean, if there's anyone who could make a like gourmet dish out of brains, and then also like instead of killing a zombie, you just insult it constantly, it would be Gordon Ramsay. You know, I think he'd be an MVP for sure. We have some incredible answers ourselves, and we'll get into those in a second. But first, I think we can take a look at one of our early fan answer favorites, because this question has been receiving answers from across the world. So many people have been recording. And so I thought we could take a quick look at an amazing answer from a fan. So receiving the honor of Defeat the Walking Dead in honor of the show Fear the Walking Dead, we have Victoria's answer. Let's take a watch.
I kind of feel like Norman Reedus would be a really great option because, I mean, obviously he's got like a lot of experience and he's still alive after all these years. So that's saying something. And he probably has some good strategies, you know, and probably has a lot of weapons on lock saved up over the years. So, yeah, I think Norman Reedus would be a good one to have on your team for the apocalypse.
See, that's one strategy, is to go with like zombie experience. So somebody from Zombieland, or somebody from The Last of Us, or somebody from Walking Dead, like, because they know their way around zombies, right? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I might go a little different though. I might go with somebody really funny looking. Like I would go with like a Pete Davidson or a Steve Buscemi, or dare I say it, even a Bill Murray at this point. But you know, those guys, they look like zombies, right? And so you could hide behind them, right? So my strategy would be to fight all those zombies. There's too many of them. I would go for the camouflage, the subterfuge, by hiding behind Pete Davidson. That's my thought.
Well, I'm going with good-looking people with different skill sets. I'm going to go with Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm going to go with Russell Crowe, because I want Maximus from Gladiator, and I want Katniss Everdeen on my team.
Right. Weapons, courage, strategy, sandals. Yeah.
Yeah. And plus they're the main characters. And plus they're the main characters.
And therefore, so long as you're not watching Game of Thrones, it's a pretty good chance that you're going to survive. Excellent point, JJ.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of going a similar vein. I'm kind of doing a combination of both of yours. I'm choosing Pedro Pascal and Justin Long. So Pedro Pascal, star of The Last of Us, I think he was on Game of Thrones, so I do think he kicked the bucket. But on Last of Us, he survived, and that's what's important. And then Justin Long, he's like a horror icon who is known for kicking the bucket in like every movie that he's in. So we use Justin Long as sort of like if we need to sacrifice someone, we'll use him. But then Pedro Pascal, you know, he is an experienced action star, so I think he could carry pretty well.
It's long-term planning. Like, you know somebody has to go. It might as well be Justin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson has a huge sigh of relief right now. He's like, yes.
He'd be going down in like episode 2. You know, maybe he'd make it to episode 2, but he'd be done.
I don't know. How long was he on the Kardashians? Maybe a few episodes before he got
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, humor goes a long way. Humor goes a long way.
That's true.
My
Yeah,
daughter
no,
said, like, yeah. Funny
I
looking
hope so.
guys. Okay. As long as they're funny.
yeah, no, a lot of fans talked about how not just who can fight and who can be a good like fighter for the zombies and who can be very effective that way, but a lot of people did talk about like when we're just sort of walking around experiencing the zombie apocalypse world, we're gonna need some entertainment, we're gonna need some joy, and so they chose a lot of singers, a lot of comedians. That's a very interesting angle to the question, I think.
Yeah.
and a chef.
Right. Because you're going to have to eat all those canned foods that you're scavenging from, you know, empty houses. It's a good point.
Yeah.
know.
Who said your rations can't be tasty?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
What happens when the rations are gone, though?
That's when you go
Or
to the
the
brains and why you want to
Yeah.
have Gordon Ramsay, right? Gordon Ramsay would be just, you know, taking parts.
I
Venison.
never watched the show. Do they actually eat? Do they run out of rations ever on Walking Dead?
I don't know, but
But
let me give you the example of what was it called? Legend with Will Smith, right? And so he's also like taken down deer that have now started to inhabit Manhattan and like, you know, doing good stuff with them. And again, I'm going to say you've got Jennifer Lawrence with her bow and arrow, right? She's going to take down the deer, and then Gordon Ramsay will prepare something delicious. You know?
So we have to combine our teams if we're going to survive.
Yeah. So everybody pick one plus us, team of 8. I think that's a season right there.
Oh.
I think that's Dream Team right there.
That's great. Well, fans, you've got 6 days left to submit your own answers for your very own chance to appear on our Thursday Big Show. That's our super fun finale hosted by Keith, JJ, Reed, and I. It's where we go over the best of the best videos from the whole week. Every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and right here at beyondtheair.com.
Yes, to record your answer for that big show, you can go to beyondtheair.com and click the orange record button under the 24/7 live game stream. Remember, you can still answer today's question or any of this week's other questions to let us know what celebrity you want on your zombie survival team and for your chance to join us on the air.
And when you're over at Beyond the Air, thinking about your big answer and what is it that you're going to record, you should know you can also play the Guess and Bid game. It is another way of getting on the air. What happens is you bid stars on the videos that you think are going to win, and then when they do, you climb the leaderboard. You can show up on the air during our daily recap, like Barry and Zach. You know, these folks right here.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And a special thank you to everybody who's already watched, voted, and recorded so far. And shared with us your zombie dream teams. We're QOTD and Beyond the Air signing off, and we will see you on TV.
Bye, everyone.
This may be the most important question that we have ever put on the air.